But the next thing is hosting. When you select a domain name, if you're using a particular hosting company and you want to pay for both domain name and the hosting, then you have to also pay for hosting in that same hosting company. But what I do is I buy a domain name in Nigeria and host it in a foreign host, because domain name is cheaper in Nigeria. I've never experienced any issue with my domain name when it is purchased in Nigeria. It's quite cheaper in Nigeria. Actually, these days I use truehost.com to buy domain name. Now I use namehero.com, which is my host, to host it. Okay, so you might consider that as well. You buy your domain name in Nigerian host and you host it in hosting company, or you buy your domain name in Nigerian host, then you chat me, I will host it for you. So that's it. Here I'm going to teach you how to do it by yourself. Then if the money is too expensive for you, then you now chat me to make it cheaper for you. You also go to probably the same host or a foreign host, namehero.com, which is what I'm using. There are many others like hostgator.com, godaddy.com, hostinga.com. All these are so many foreign hosts you might consider as well. And I'm using namehero.com. So when you go there, you are going to see so many different plans. So you check the one that you can afford and you check their options, the services they render. Then you also have to check what your website needs, whether everything is there, whether they have it. For example, you check whether the bandwidth is limitless hosting or limited hosting, whether it is shared hosting, cloud hosting, or whatever hosting. All these things are what you're going to check, and then check the capacity, what you can actually afford, because this is your first website. You have to start with what you can afford. Okay, eventually when you begin to build massive websites, then you might consider other bigger options. Then you choose the option, then you follow the steps, quite easy, go the step by step, then order for the host, and boom, you'll have your host ready. And when you have your host, you are going to get an email telling you that you've successfully purchased a hosting plan from so company. They will give you a cPanel login details. You have a username there and the password you are going to use to log in, and the link, the cPanel link that will lead you to where you're going to log in. Okay, if you didn't see the cPanel link, just that domain name you purchased /cPanel, because you're hosting a domain name somewhere in that host. So when you type in domain name, maybe let's say the domain name you purchase is uchejo.com, just type in www.uchejo.com/cPanel. So once you do that, then it brings out where you're going to enter the username and the password. When you enter the username and password, boom, you've logged it.